How are you spending your time? How am I spending my time? Trying to enjoy it, to be honest. Enjoy the beauty. The beauty that life has to offer is everywhere. Is everywhere, even in the most dire, difficult circumstances. You just have to choose to see it. Sometimes I think about how much we spend our times kind of drowning in all the negativity or all the fighting and all the doom happening. But we fail to remember that there's actually probably an equivalent amount of very positive, amazing things happening in the world. And it's just like interesting to me how some people are living in like such extreme pain and suffering right now and such extreme bliss and just like living their best lives, you know? And it's interesting because it's like they're both valid. Like they're both actually happening. So it's like what kind of world are you trying to live in, you know? And this has been something that's been on my mind because I feel like I have a pretty incredible life. I love my life. I feel very lucky. Like just look at this. I feel very lucky and then it's like, well, there's so many people suffering in the world and in fear, and is it okay to be even feeling so blessed and feeling good about my life? I think there's somewhere in me that feels maybe like guilty or undeserving, but I'm like realizing and recognizing that it's so important to just enjoy life amidst all the chaos and all the uncertainty. You have to, because we're all conscious beings. We all create our reality on an individual and collective level. So it's like if most of us are in fear and focusing so much on the negative in the world, we perpetuate that. And I'm not saying we should just turn a blind eye to it and completely just be in denial of what's going on, because there is a lot of horrible things going on in the world and unjust, and it's important to recognize that. But also, while that's happening, it's okay to like enjoy life, because when I feel like I'm just going through like, you know, a lot of negative information, I kind of take that on and my body tenses and I start not feeling good and I start getting more sick. And it's like, we don't need more sickness in the world. We need more people doing the best that they can to take care of themselves and enjoy their lives and become better versions of themselves. Let's work on ourselves and work on what we can control here, right here. You know, there's too much negativity going on. Let's not like add to the negativity. Collectively, we can change the world, and we are changing the world with our consciousness. Consciousness creates reality, you know, the thoughts that we think, the emotions that we have. It all generates the blueprint for the physical plane that we exist in. So it's like, I just try to be mindful of what I'm focusing on in my day-to-day life, you know? Am I focusing on the beauty that surrounds me, the friends and family that I have, the support? Or am I scrolling through freaking NPR or Fox News or whatever? No, I stay away from those things. Because are they uplifting me? Are they making me feel good and expansive and excited and inspired? No. You know? I think our emotions are so powerful. If we're feeling an inspired, expansive state, that creates ripple effects, you know? Not even just with you. It creates this invisible, energetic ripple effect throughout the world, you know? You smile at a stranger, and their whole day changes. You know, it's like the little things that I think we have to start focusing on. That's why I love sharing on here. I love sharing beauty. I love sharing what I think is funny, what makes me laugh. I love sharing the little moments of just simple moments of beauty in my life, because that's really where the juice is for me. I love it. I just like the simplicity, the beauty in simplicity. We were never inundated with this much information and news ever in human history at our fingertips, like all the time, just having access to all this stimulation, all this news, and it's like we have to remember that there's also so much beauty, incredible beauty everywhere. So yeah, what are you focusing on? What are you bringing into the world? How are you feeling? What are you thinking? These things are the baseline, the foundation. How are you taking care of yourself? Are you getting fresh air? I need to be getting more fresh air in my life. Just wanted to share a little slice of my morning. Have a beautiful day, y'all. Peace.